Today I'm going to be discussing calcium homeostasis. Within the human body, there are many vital vitamins and minerals, and with the right amount of those vitamins and minerals, the body is able to properly function. Calcium is one of those vitamins and minerals that the body must have, and when there's too much or too little calcium, certain processes have to take place in order to bring it back to the level that it should be at, or also known as homeostasis. When the blood calcium level is too high, also known as hypercalcemia, the hormone calcitonin lowers it. When the blood calcium level is too low, also known as hypocalcemia, the parathyroid hormone raises it. Calcitonin is released by parafollicular cells, also known as C cells, which reside in the thyroid. The thyroid is located in the neck. The reason calcitonin is able to lower the blood calcium level is because it stimulates osteoblasts. Osteoblasts take in excess calcium to build and repair bones. Now the parathyroid hormone, which also goes by the acronym PTH, is secreted by the parathyroid glands. Now the parathyroid glands are located within your thyroid. There are 4 of them. PTH does 3 different things. 1, it stimulates the osteoclasts, not osteoblast. The osteoclasts raise the blood calcium levels by breaking down bone and absorbing calcium from the bones. It is important for this process to know the bone matrix, or what the bones look like, in order to understand how it's able to break down the bone safely and properly. PTH also reduces the output of calcium by telling the kidneys to save it, which is called calcium reabsorption. It essentially decreases the urinary loss of calcium. The kidneys also turn vitamin D into calcitrol, that's the word, which assists in the reabsorption. The PTH also promotes absorption of calcium by telling the small intestines to grab onto any calcium that might come into the body. Now let's look at this diagram, because that's a lot of words, and who can understand all of that right away? First, we have up here the hypercalcemia. This is the homeostasis that the body needs to be at for calcium. Up here we have hypercalcemia, which is too much calcium. Stimulates the thyroid, and the thyroid, remember, contains parafollicular cells and C cells, and it tells calcitonin to be released, which then stimulates the osteoblast, and that brings us back to the homeostasis. Now, on the opposite end, we have hypocalcemia within the body, and that's a lack of calcium, and that stimulates the thyroid as well, but more so the parathyroid glands, because the parathyroid glands is what releases the parathyroid hormone, which is down here. And the parathyroid hormone then secretes in order to stimulate the osteoclast to be presented, and then it also talks to the kidneys and says, kidneys, hold on to any calcium that might be inside there. And then it also tells the small intestine to hold on to the calcium that might come into the body. Now, there are a few other components that take place in the calcium homeostasis. For example, there are 2 parathyroid hormone receptors that help with the calcium homeostasis. One receptor is known as PTH1 receptor, and the other PTH2 receptor. PTH1 receptor is going to be found in the bones and kidneys, and then PTH2 receptor is found in the central nervous system, the pancreas, the testes, and the placenta. There's also a receptor activator of nuclear factor kappa B ligand, but for short, it's called RANKL, or RANKL. RANKL is involved in the formation of osteoclasts and the stimulation of bone remodeling. That pretty much sums up our complex and fascinating bodies and how they maintain calcium homeostasis.